Stadium here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olsen here in the booth. And off we go from the desert. Jones now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And he's got some space. Up past 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Again, it's Henderson. He's got room to the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. It's a big hit for the Patriots. And even 50 yards.
Gain of 50 yards. First down, Patriots.
So they move inside the 20. First and 10 at the 18. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll swing this out to Johnson. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Touchdown, Patriots. His first touchdown of the new campaign. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
The kick is good. Next, the score, Patriots 7, Raiders nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
Ready.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Hold the check.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Warriors 17. Let's go now. 660. Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down
at the 14-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second and 7.
Alert! Alert! Get up! Let go!
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this one in. Down, Raider.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. An unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The extra point is good. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jones now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Come on, come on.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep to the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, New England. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kicker on
a try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Patriots will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Raiders 7.
Travel like a bond, I'm a traveling man. LAX, out the Baltimore, they landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, they bought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere I go where I can. That's the local pass, homie. I ain't walking there, Brody. In New York, hook me up like some Timberlands, homie.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Seven Pirates. Let's go. 6 is average. 6, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Ready. 79 Bronco. Viking 18.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
60 Bobcat. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Vegas.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stick with him again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. It's 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's good.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football as they come up to face 3rd and 5.
Buffalo 18. Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 Riot. 18 Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
First down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Up the middle they go. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready, right?
Now a give on the ground, and they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
The 4-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
They'll try to run, and he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Minutes up to 7-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming. And
oh, big hole left side. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 89 yards. Touchdown, New England. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Patriots 41, Raiders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Okay, break. Trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19, cup 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Rig it. Get it. Go.
The drive will start on the ground. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5.
Ready, ready.
Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he is going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Lions.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
60 Mavericks. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warriors 70. Ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, come away with points.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll go with him again. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Third and goal.
3-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Top 19. Top 50. Top 60.
And he's in. Touchdown, Baker. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Jones now on the return.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On the ready. Here we go. Set.
Now, this looks like a design run. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second down, they need 7.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Mustang 19. Seven Pirates. 7 Pirates.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down. Set to go now on first and 10.
A gain of 13 yards.
18 Rattler. 18
First down,
Rattler.
New England.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Throwing now from the gun. Man open is Jones. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard
And
line.
the Patriot first down.
Ready. 1. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be taken down. They got him. Back at the 50-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
Ready.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Trap 60. Trap 60.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Oh, a loose football. And this will be recovered by the defense, but they will not be able to do anything with it. Time has expired, and the first half has come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
On the go. 60 Vikings.
They'll run with the Boise State product, Ashton Genty. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Genty. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a game and the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Tag. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Ready.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. They run out of the gun with Genty. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 1st and 10.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown to Las Vegas. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. An extra point attempt to follow. His kick is good, and the Raiders will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 8.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's brought down at the 31.
Ready?
From 31, here is second down and 7.
Here we go. Set.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Now he'll run. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. We'll try again here. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
First down, Patriots.
Come on, let's go.
On the give, it's Henderson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 23, here's second and 8.
Let's go now. 6.
Here's a designed run. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, New England. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats go up by 7. 28-21.
Raiders 21.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return starts from the 5. He gets free. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. 18, 5 in. 19 tight, 19 tight.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody uncovers downfield. He forces a difficult throw, and luckily it falls incomplete.
Buffalo 18. Seven Pirates. Ready?
They'll throw out of the gun. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
60 Maverick. Cut 19. 18 Rattler.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Panther 11. Dragon 60.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And that one incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Go.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 32 yards. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal.
60, 19, Dragon.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. about the 33-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
Ready, break! Two! 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! Trap 60, trap 60! 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers! 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks!
They'll drop to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is caught. What a throw. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. With that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The kick is good. Makes the score Raiders 42, Patriots 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10.
Cut back in! Ready! Let's go, ladies!
Back to throw here to begin the drive.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. Just as important, they stop the clock.
At the 37-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, it'll lead to some easier and better completions.
Here comes 2nd down.
Dragon 60! Panther 60! Panther 60!
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work for the defender finding his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Trying to locate Travion Henderson out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the 6! Mustang 19! Come on! 10, 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers!
They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Buffalo 18! Let's go now! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, we're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's fourth down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make those.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. This one all but over. Here's 3rd down.
Cup 19. Trap 60, trap 60. 79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Raiders will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, strike.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Oh, big hole left side. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. We talk about a quarterback who can hurt you both ways. That is the one-way defenses just can't stop him. All that speed, taking it the distance.
You're exactly right, Mike. This is just one of the elements of the quarterback position that is just so hard for defenses to account for. When they get themselves in space, they in essence turn into a running back. And once they get out in front, there's no catching.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
This is 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. He gets 3. going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think a quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. But 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2.
The Patriots will line up.
He's going to try to do it himself. And he will get into the end zone to follow the touchdown with a 2-point conversion. This is a 5-point game.
43.
So the Black Hole celebrates. It's a win for the Raiders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Get something to eat, go to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to get back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like. And either way, it ain't gotta be love.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Yeah, so every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds that
Call you Dale, cause you weren't hearts.